This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane.
This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hey, this is Matt Falco, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today. The trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I'm, of course, your host, James J., and it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with Matt Falco.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's great to have you on. Can you tell us where Matt will sparkle next event-wise?
Yeah, so I'm wrestling around Quebec, Canada. So during the summer, you can meet me around the province, in Quebec City, in Saguenay, but mainly in Quebec's area.
And where can we find you on social media and merchandise?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at the Matt Sparkle and on Facebook too. My merch is only available at the wrestling events.
Okay. Now you work for, and all of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox. Right, let's get into it. You work for FCL and Attitude Wrestling Entertainment. Can you tell us about working for those companies?
Yeah, well, I'm mainly working with Generation Next from Quebec City, but here I also started wrestling with FCL in Shawinigan and AWE in Saguenay. So I will plan to go more often there, but yeah, my main place is Generation Next.
Well, could you tell us about Generation Next, your relationship with them?
Yeah. So it's in Quebec City. It's they are working with NSPW. So it's like the Academy of NSPW. It's like the NXT, like the next generation. So it's a really cool place because we all started at the same time almost. So we all know each other, and there is like it's a good friendship between wrestlers there.
Okay. Speaking of Next Generation, you held the Generation Next briefcase?
Yeah, so I held the briefcase for 7 months, but I just cashed in last Saturday. So I'm now the Open Champion for Generation Next.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So it is like a money in the bank type situation, correct?
Exactly. Yeah, it was like a contract to cash in on a championship from Generation Next. Yeah.
What did it kind of mean to you to win that briefcase?
Well, it was like it's not like in a ladder match that I won it. It was like in a tournament, so it was a big tournament because it means that I won upon many wrestlers that are known in Quebec City. So yeah, I was so happy to win it because I can show what I can do.
Now, usually, you know, once you win it, it's yours. But you actually defended it against Golden Greg, no?
Yeah, I actually defended it first against Vlada. So it's a wrestler from Quebec too. I retain it, and then I defended it against Golden Greg this Saturday, and I still won it. So yeah.
And after 7 months, what did it mean to you to finally cash it in for gold?
Yeah, I wanted to wait for the good moment because it's something special and you don't want to miss your chance. So I just wanted to wait, and I knew that I had a year to cash in, so it was okay for me to wait. And it was like the final show of the season, so it was even bigger because the show was like the most important of the year.
Was that a moment you took in the moment, or was it something that set in afterwards, like, wow, I did this?
No, I just had the opportunity because like a champion was I had already a match and the champion already had this match too, so I just took the opportunity to cash in after his match.
Did you take was you able to? Has it sunk in that you did that yet?
Sorry, I'm not sure to understand.
How do I say this? Were you able to enjoy the moment, or has?
Oh yeah.
Or has it not? Have you not thought about it yet?
Yeah, I was able to enjoy the moment because I had some friends helping me because like the champion was having some friends around the ring too. So I had my backup plan too. And it was like, yeah, I had like a good celebration. Maybe I will have a bigger one at the next show. So we'll have to see.
All right. Now, can you tell us about Mask Sparkle?
Yeah, so I wanted to change my style for this season, so I just wore a mask. I know that there are not a lot of masked wrestlers around Quebec, so I wanted like to put a touch like a mask, but with a wig too. So it was like an extravagant mask. So yeah, it was just like a change of style for the season.
What was it like wrestling under a mask?
It didn't cover my my full face, so I still had like half of the face with no mask, but my nose was under the mask, so sometimes it was maybe harder breathing, but you get used to it, so it was okay. And the fact that it was not covering my full face, it was moving around my head, so it was like the main problem because I have to make it stay in place. But yeah, it was. I really enjoyed fighting with the mask. It was like a new thing for me, and even with the hair, I think the look was. When you're wrestling with hair, like the impact is always bigger when you take a shot. So I think it's cool to have long hair. Yeah.
Will you be growing out the hair soon?
I will try, but I'm not sure that I have the patience to get my hair long. It's cool when you can take it off too.
Who made your mask? Because it's very detailed.
Yeah, it's a guy from Quebec. I don't know if you know him. It's Monkeybox, I think.
I believe I've heard the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you come up with the design, or was it something that he showed you?
Actually, I talked with him about some ideas. It was I didn't draw it, so yeah, we talked about it. I know that I'm more like about a symmetrical thing, like with the gears and everything. So I just didn't want to have like a symmetric mask, and then I surely wanted the hair, so he tried to do something with the hair too. But yeah, we were both working on it.
I understand. Now, can you tell us about your tag team with Dylan Donovan?
Yeah, so it was like 2 years ago when I started wrestling. At first, I was challenging Dylan Donovan because he was my coach and he wanted me to start wrestling. So after like a feud, I won, so we had to do like a tag team, and then we won the tag team champions. So we had to stay together. I learned a lot with him because he's like an SPW pro wrestler, so he has a lot more experience than me, and it was really cool to be a tag team with him.
What did it mean to you to win those titles with your coach?
Well, it's really cool because I'm like the first openly gay wrestler in Quebec City. So it's always gratifying to show that I can do that, and especially with my coach. He can trust me, I can trust him, and it's always fun to have that. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was also your first ever match, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it was my coach, so he asked the booker to book me in a match, and he just to make me feel comfortable. He wanted to be my opponent, so yeah, I knew that it was going to be good because I trusted him at this moment. Yeah, and I still trust him, but I trusted him when I started.
And does that make that having him in your first match, does it make it that much better and memorable for you?
Yeah, because I knew that he would understand the pressure of a first match. He also had like the understanding to not be how can I say it? Like he knew that it was my first match, so he didn't ask a lot too much for me. Because yeah, first match and first time in front of an audience is always hard. Like you already have a lot of pressure, so you don't want to have more because of like a match too complicated.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, he understand that, and it was a real pleasure to work with him. Yeah.
Now you mentioned it, first openly gay wrestler. There's not a lot of first in pro wrestling, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
What did it mean to you to be the first?
To be the first, well, it's it's all. I think it's cool to be the first because I can show the audience what I can do. If we can be more, that would be cool. But I know that not many people wants to do that in front of an audience, even when the audience is not always accepting it. So it's really accepted in Quebec City, for example, but when we're going in some small cities, it's always a bit more difficult. But it's like my mission to show what we can do as the LGBTQ plus community, that we can work just like the other wrestlers.
Going into those cities where, it's maybe not necessarily as accepted, what is your mindset like going into those, places where, you might not exactly get the reaction you might want?
Well, it's always, as I said, it's like a mission. So I know that the audience won't be 100% behind me, because I know that some don't like it. But it's it's my main goal to show that we are here and we are here to stay too. So yeah, that to and to impress them, but by what I can do. So maybe next time they will be behind me.
I gotcha. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you actually got to wrestle in France, no?
Yeah, because I'm from France. So when I went back to see my family, I was looking for booking. So I asked several federation there, and WPE, so Wrestling Pro Essen, accepted to have me on the show. So it was like a cool experience too, because there was some drag wrestling there. So yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah.
What was it like wrestling in France compared to wrestling in Quebec?
I think it was pretty similar, because like we speak the same language, so it's pretty similar. Yeah, it was, the difference was with the audience, because it was a show like in manga. I don't know how to say it, like a manga conference, like
like a bingo hall?
No, like a convention, manga convention.
Oh, anime convention.
Yeah, anime convention.
Okay.
So it was in the anime convention. The audience didn't really know much about wrestling, so it was a quiet audience, but really they were looking at the match, but they didn't know how to interact with us. So we had to force them to interact with us, and it was the main difference. But we still have this kind of audiences here in Quebec City when they don't know the wrestling.
And what did it mean to you to, wrestle in front of your home country?
I really wanted to do it because there were my grandmother and grandmothers and my family there that some of them never see me wrestling. So it was more about them that I wanted to do that. And yeah, it makes me proud to wrestle in front of them.
What did Grandma think seeing you wrestle?
Well, she liked it. She's always telling me that we're crazy to do that. Like, yeah, yeah. But she was having fun. I think she enjoyed it more when I was not on the ring. So she was making sure that I was not injured and everything. But yeah, she liked it still.
You mentioned it was at an anime convention.
Yeah.
Do you like anime?
I'm not really into anime, but there was several well exhibitionist exhibition well, there was like a Star Wars exhibition, there was a Harry Potter exhibition and everything. So yeah, I still had some fun visiting the convention, and it was yeah, pretty nice. You can see some people with a lot of passion in it, just as wrestlers, but with other patients. Yeah.
So you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We'll put a pin in that for the time being, until I can ask my next question.
Okay.
And that is, you were a part of Sean Martel and Casey Diamond's wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like the brother of Casey Diamond in Shawinigan, so FCL.
Well, it didn't necessarily end too well, that wedding. No?
The wedding didn't end very well, yeah, because Azael got in a she attacked the wedding the guy who was doing the wedding, and then at the end of the season, Casey got her revenge because she beat Azael for the championship. So, and Sean Martel was the referee. So Sean Martel did make win Casey Diamond. So both got their revenge on Azael.
Have you gotten your revenge? Because she did attack you as well.
Yeah, I know, but not yet. I'm still I'm still thinking about it, but maybe sometimes I will have my revenge.
Well, she is an angry red woman, so I
Yeah.
can understand wanting to wait.
I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity, just like the briefcase. Yeah.
Alright, I think it's time for Matt's Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that that is crazy, weird, and or bizarre?
Like a role, like when we're going, when we're doing a trip for wrestling.
Yes.
Okay, so oh yeah, okay, I got it. So when we're going in a city that is far from our main city, so we were driving for 9 hours. We did the show, it was like on a Friday night or Saturday night, I don't remember. But after that, we went to a bar, and there were already people that were drunk. So there was a girl showing her boobs. So yeah, many of the wrestlers tried to calm her and to tell her to go away, but yeah, she came to see like another guy, and she French kissed him. So it was, yeah, a good memories.
Sounds like a good memory for the guy.
Yeah, for the guy and for us, because it was really funny to see that, because we don't usually see that when we're going to bars, yeah, because they were really drunk. So in Quebec City, they would have been pushed off the bar. Yeah.
Okay. Definitely a weird experience for sure.
Yeah.
Alright. Tell us about your love of Star Wars.
My love of Star Wars, I think it started with my father because he was watching the movie when I was younger. So I always, yeah, I think I started watching it younger, and then I never stopped watching it. So I was watching it every year, like the first movie. And then they were doing some more series and films, so I'm just happy that it's continuing. It's not it's with Disney, so it's not the same, exactly the same universe, but it's still so cool to see some other stories than the first movies. Yeah, I even got like a tattoo on the legs, so yeah, I really like Star Wars. I like the bad guys in Star Wars too.
Do you watch Star Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, or do you go 4, 5, 6, 1?
Well, I prefer the Star Wars from the 2000, from the year 2000, like the
Phantom Menace.
yeah, because it was. I like the first one, but it's I don't really like because it looks old, you know. So I like the stories, but the look is kind of too old for me.
I understand what you mean. I mean, they did, I don't want to say animate them, but they updated them in HD. And
Yeah,
they do look a lot better.
yeah, but it's still good for the 70s and 80s. But yeah, you can see that the special effects are kind of old.
What's your favorite one?
The movie?
Yes, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I don't know the name in English. Let me see. The Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite one. Yeah.
And how do you feel about the Disney Star Wars movies? I guess we could start with 7, 8, and 9.
I know a lot of people don't like them, but yeah, I think it's cool to have like a new chapters 20 years after, because you can like deep in it with the watching it like you're still a kid, you know.
Mhm.
Even if you're an adult, it brings back memories. So I'm really happy that they are still doing it.
All right. You mentioned it. Can you tell us about your tattoos and if they
Yeah.
have any meaning behind them?
Okay, cool. So I have around 20 tattoos. Some have meanings, some don't. Those who have meanings are my favorite one, obviously. I would say that my favorite one is you have like two hands, so you have like hands of the end of a wrestler. So it's more like a manly hand, and then you have like a more girly hand with long nails and everything, so it can show the wedding of the manly and the feminine side inside of me.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be my favorite one. I started having tattoos around 18 years old, so I never stopped before that. Like my Star Wars tattoo is my last one, but I'm still working on it because I've got like I'm planning to continue it because it's I started it a month ago and I had to wait till it healed.
What is your Star Wars tattoo of?
It's the face of Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and Kylo Ren.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
You did say you like the bad guys.
Yeah, exactly.
How much of it is already done?
It's I've only done the lines, so it's like the first part, and I think it would be like 3 parts.
Okay, so you're going to get it colored in.
Yeah, colored with it will be mainly black, but I have the saber in red.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And besides that tattoo, do you have plans to get any other tattoos?
Yeah, because yeah, I don't think I will stop, but I don't know what would be the next one, because I still have to get ideas when when I do a new one.
I gotcha. Is your tattoos from the same person, or have you gone to different artists?
I've been to several artists. The artist that I liked more did like 4 or 5 of them, but yeah, I am changing every time, except for the 5. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That brings us to the colossal question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What
Okay.
would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
Oh my God. I have to search in my playlist. Wait. So I think there will be definitely having more like a Lady Gaga song,
Okay.
because yeah, like Born This Way or something like that, because she's fighting for the community. She's the main artist for the community. So yeah, I think I would be Lady Gaga. I also love The Weeknd. So do I have to choose the title too?
If you have a song in mind, yeah, that'd be great.
Which one? I would say Starboy. Starboy by The Weeknd, Born This Way by Lady Gaga. And then I would put, oh, I don't know. My first entrance song was Heavy Crown by Iggy Azalea. So I like the meaning of the lyrics, and I think it would be a nice song in my movie.
And it was your entrance song, so it works inside
Yeah.
the movie itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. A solid 3 picks, to say the least. Now that we have the soundtrack down, everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go to casting. Who plays you? And you can't say yourself because you were obligated to make a Stan Lee-esque cameo.
My God, I don't even know so many actors. Well, I'm looking for someone around my age. Oh my God, yes. I would love to have Timothée Chalamet,
Okay.
because he speaks French. Yeah, he speaks French. He's a nice guy. So I think he would fit.
Perfect. Now, every movie has a supporting cast. Who would be 3 people with meaning to you in your story that would be in your movie, and who would play them?
Okay, so I would have to say someone would be Dylan Donovan, I think. So the Dylan Donovan would be played by I don't know. Let me research it, and then I will reply.
No worries. We could leave it up to casting if you'd prefer.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would have like someone playing Dylan Donovan as my main coach and my the one who pushed me at the beginning of my career.
Okay.
I would have Steve Boutet too, so Steven Sullivan. It's the booker of the NSPW and Generation Next, and he also make me grow a lot. And then the third one, I think I would need like someone to play Golden Greg because he's like my main opponent in my matches. So yeah, definitely the heel of the movie.
The villain.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, this is definitely sounding like a great movie, a blockbuster to say the least. And you could pre-order the tickets now.
Yeah, I'm starting to write it.
On to a controversial subject.
Yep.
Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
I would say yes because I love the sweet and salt taste. So yeah, I like pineapple on pizza. Yeah.
Okay. So pro pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, I hope I won't lose too many followers.
The thing is, you might lose followers, but you gain just as many, so it
Yeah.
balances. What's your spirit Pokemon?
Spirit Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice one too. I would say Pikachu.
Okay.
Yeah, Pikachu, because he is always in a good mood, always dynamic, electrifying. So yeah, I like Pikachu. Yeah.
All right. Weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview, hopefully. Would you ever wrestle a Rock, not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual physical Rock?
I mean, if it fits with the story, like I've seen guys wrestling against dogs, against tents. So yeah, if it fits the story, why not against The Rock?
Well, just for context, there is a wrestler named Psycho Mike, who I believe
Yeah.
was the one that wrestled the tent and the dog as well.
Okay.
He wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Iron Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
But yeah, you have to be like a really good wrestler to do this, because yeah, you have nobody to help you in the ring. So yeah, I don't know him, but he should be like a really good wrestler to do it.
Well, I mean, he was trained by Holly Race, from what I've
Okay.
heard. So I think he's a good wrestler.
I think, yeah.
I would hope. Alright. On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I hope I will be in NSPW, because in Quebec City is the biggest Fed here. So yeah, you have the biggest stories, and they have been like the greatest promotion for 9 or 10 years in the area. So NSPW would be my goal. But next year I'm doing like the Black and Brave school.
Oh.
So yeah, I hope it will bring me some opportunities in the US or in Canada, or abroad too, because yeah, Quebec City is cool, but I want to travel the world. Like I don't think wrestling will make me travel the world, but when I travel the world, I want to wrestle like everywhere.
When are you going to Black and Brave?
In May 2026. So yeah, really in a year.
Excited to be heading to America for pro wrestling?
Yeah, it still feels unreal, but I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to see what we learn, the mentorship and everything. I really can't wait.
We're having, spoken to Maverick myself.
Yeah.
Fantastic human being. So,
I don't have the words. When I started wrestling, I never thought I would do something like that, but yeah, I have so. Yeah, the more I wrestle, the more I want to achieve. So yeah, it means a lot for me to go there. So yeah.
have you been to America?
To America?
Yeah.
Yeah, I traveled a lot for holidays. So yeah, I like the US, and I wrestled once in the US too.
Okay, so you have wrestled in America before.
Just once, yeah.
How was that experience, compared to Canada?
I liked it because it was different, so it brought me out of my comfort zone. What was different was the crowd again, because the crowd was really quiet, because they didn't know me, and there were that barrier of language. Yeah, so it was a bit harder to talk to the crowd and to the wrestlers during the match because it's not my first language, as you can hear. But yeah, it was still fun, and it was a good opportunity to show the US what I can do. It was like more than a year ago, so I still have some evolution that I will show next time I will come.
What state did you wrestle in?
My God, it's up north. I think it's the Maine, but I'm not sure.
Maine. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Maine is very different from Iowa, where you'll be going for Black and Brave. So.
How come? How is it different? Why?
Different region of America.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Iowa is kind of more in the middle of things. So
yeah.
The crowd is
Oh, it was Vermont. It was Vermont, not Maine.
Okay, Vermont.
Yeah.
Well, the crowd is maybe more I don't want to say believe that it's real, but they're more they like the experience, like the illusion that it's real. You kind of understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely they have SCW up there where Marek is actually the booker. So you'll find out.
Yeah, cool. But I also wrestled against like two or three weeks ago. I wrestled against Jai Vidal that we've seen on TNA, JCW. So he's from the US too, and it was like a really good match. I really liked wrestling against him. So yeah, I'm not scared to go to the US again.
Hell yeah. Speaking of matches, what is a match that you've been in that you would recommend people watch that best shows off you as a pro wrestler?
Well, the last one that I've done against Travis Toxic, you can't see it online, but it was one of my favorites. Again, I've done it. I've done one with Jai Vidal and Hayden Bright 3 weeks ago. So it really shows many sides of me. It was like a triple threat, and we brought weapons, so I really enjoyed this match. But yeah, like 2 years ago, I think I had a match against Matt Falco, and it's still one of my favorites because Matt Falco is a giant, and I can show that I can step in the ring with him. He is also a wrestler for many years, so he has the experience to put a good match. Yeah. So yeah, three matches that I really like. Yeah.
Can we find those on YouTube?
Yeah. So Matt Falco and versus me was on. I can send you the link after, maybe.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I will put that link in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox, for anybody that hasn't seen it, wants to see it, wants to re-see it after this interview. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of Doom. This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Like local or worldwide?
Generally.
I would say Jeff Hardy.
Worst wrestler.
Worst? My God, I don't have anyone. Oh, Eva Marie? Is that her?
That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
Roman Reigns.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Jeff Hardy again.
Which one, though?
Like the one who he's singing.
So no more words.
I think it's yeah, I think it's this one.
Okay. Finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Kayfabe is...
Still alive. It has to stay alive. Yeah.
We would have also accepted tastes great on toast.
Okay.
Squash, vegetable or fruit?
I'm not sure to understand this one.
Squash kind of looks like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Is it a fruit or is it a vegetable?
Oh, okay, I think it's a vegetable.
It is indeed a fruit.
Oh.
It has seeds.
Yeah.
Tomato logic.
Okay, yeah.
New Japan wrestler Taichi. His ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
You really don't understand this one.
Okay, so when somebody wears wrestling trunks, how much of their butt should show?
Well, it depends on what kind of wrestler you are, I guess. But yeah, I don't show. You shouldn't show your butt, I guess.
So, do what you want, but you shouldn't show your butt.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's actually a very based answer. Alright, the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
No.
And as the
I'm
correct
not
answer.
sure. Yeah. I wasn't sure I was understanding, but yeah, no.
And that will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Thanks again for having me. I'm sorry about my English, but yeah, you had really good questions. Yeah, thank you so much.
I appreciate that. But your English was actually pretty good. We've had some guests that don't speak English quite as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Can you tell us once again where we can find you on social media?
Yeah, on Instagram and Facebook, you can look for the Matt Sparkle, MATTSPARKLE. So the Matt Sparkle.
All right. And merchandise is in person only, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't have to type it into your Google machines. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox, simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Give him a damn follow. And if you're at a show, buy a damn shirt.
Thank you so much, yeah.
No, absolutely. Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment. But on YouTube and Castbox, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Thread, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, when I say wrestling wit, you say entertainment, okay?
Yep.
For our special guest, Matt Sparkle, Coleco Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling Wit
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.